I've got a spring in my step. I'm going to share some things that I've been doing for a really long time now. And if you're physically missing that spring in your step, like you got maybe joints that don't treat you very well, your muscles, bones, and joints and other connective tissue are kind of sore. Maybe it's taking the spring out of your step, like it's commonly associated with aging. Maybe I'll share something in this video that can help you out, or you know somebody who could be helped up by some of the things I'm going to share with you in this video. So hope you enjoy this. So the spring in my step, it's not really an emotional spring. I mean, just in full honesty, I deal with sadness and happiness. I'm a mix of all emotions, believe me. I deeply feel things a lot. I've been called an empath by modern lingo, I guess. Who knows? But the spring in my step I'm talking about is the feeling of every time I step down, I sit down, I get up out of a seated position, or I squat. And in fact, I can squat and all these things. There's a bounce that I have, a spring that I have, and I'm on zero medications. I have no discomfortures whatsoever. And so every morning when I wake up, literally, like I just kind of bounce out of bed. I guess that could be annoying for some people. I don't know. But it's not a like, oh, I'm so happy all the time. No, it's just my health and my joints is so good, and I'm going to get into that now, I guess, so I'll stop rambling about that. But 14 years ago, I was supposed to have arthritis. And 14 years later, not only do I not have arthritis, but I'm in my 40s now, and I have the spring in my step that I've been sort of rambling about up till now. So here's what I'm doing that I believe is responsible for my not aging the way that most people age, and the fact I had a predisposition to where I should have had arthritis 14 years ago and I still don't have it. So my doctor, that told me these things, he didn't mention anything about nutrition, let alone certain kinds of nutrition that do different things to the human body. He didn't tell me about the effect of deep sleep or deep sleep at all. We didn't have that conversation. He didn't tell me about minimizing stress or eliminating stress. Never had the conversation, let alone talk about it. None of those things. Makes me wonder, was my doctor on the secret payroll of private health insurance companies and pharmaceutical companies? Could have been. I don't know. So my diet, plant-based, I changed it since then. Plant-based, whole food. Just less meat and dairy, maybe no meat and dairy. It's up to you. But it's plant-based, whole food nutrition. Sleep. I get good, sound sleep every night, however much I need. Stress. I got things I could be stressing about just like anybody else, I just choose not to have that stress response. That is a survival tactic, literally. 90 something percent of diseases generally comes from stress. I've heard many experts say that that's even more important than what you eat. So there's plenty of people I know that eat squeaky clean, but they're stressed out all the time from a bad spouse, a bad job, a bad whatever, and they're pulling their hair out of their head, and suddenly they get cancer and they can't figure out why. Stress, man. Got to eliminate stress and get good deep sleep every night. And then you also have to eat a plant-based whole food diet and figure that out to make that work for you. And then you don't have to age the way that most people do. Tony Horton said aging is for people who don't know any better. I think he's right. I really think he's right. It seems to be by objective measurements, it seems to be spot on. And it's really about stacking the deck in your favor, because we'll never have absolute 100% control. So anybody that writes me or comments in this video about how, oh, you could still get sick even if you do everything right. Yeah, well, then you didn't watch this whole video, because I'm saying it right now, 4 minutes in. It's about stacking the odds significantly in your favor, because we'll never have complete control. But we do control how we respond to situations to make them less stressful or no stress at all, no matter how bad the situation was. And we have decisions over what we put into our mouth and things like that. And if sleep is a problem, that could be a little trickier, but you can certainly go down certain paths to figuring that out so that you can eventually get a really good night's sleep if you suffer from something to do with that. Okay, so I hope that helps you. My website, because I got tons of this stuff, guys. Thousands of pieces of content, all to do with health, healing, and wealth, and dealing with chronic debt and dealing with chronic disease. TomBerkenmeyer.com, just like it's spelled here on social media, TomBerkenmeyer.com. And last but not least, I've also been for a very long time now, I drink a very dense superfood, whole food, plant-based shake. And I've been drinking it every day for years, at least one meal or replacing one meal a day. Truth be told, I do two because I really like the way that it tastes. It's quite delicious. So I do a couple a day. I've been doing that for a very long time now, and that has supported me. It's gone a long way towards supporting me in living free of any aches or pains or any discomfortures whatsoever. Being in my 40s now, and I was supposed to have arthritis 14 years ago. It never happened, and if I have anything to do with it, it never will. So there you have it. Feel free to share this, like it, comment if you got some other ideas too, like if you know something that can keep away the normal aging process that people think is normal, but it's not. It's common to age the way most people age, which is why it's common, because most people age that way with the soreness and, you know, the needless soreness and stuff. But if you know something, please expand all of our brains and share what you know. We're all interested in aging as gracefully and as youthfully as we can. So thanks everyone. Mwah! And share this, because I'm sure you know some people that would get some value from what I just shared with you too. Okay? Bye for now.